Welcome back to Social Club. Me and Martin are here. It only makes sense that we discuss, once again, the League Cup final. First and foremost, congratulations.
Thanks, man. Thank you
and I said post-match that, Liverpool, it looked at times like we were going to come away with it, but as much as it pains me to say it, I think City ultimately deserved to win it on the balance of the full game.
Yeah, I think when you look back at the gilt-edged chances, Raheem Sterling's miss, Aguero's one-on-one, Mignolet had a blinder apart from the goal he conceded.
Apart from when he didn't.
Yeah. I think on the balance of play, I think we probably did shade it, but there were probably 3 points in the game where I thought it was your day. There were 2 of the saves, and also when Fernandinho missed the penalty. And obviously the hot topic was whether Joe Hart should play or Willy Caballero. You couldn't find a Man City fan anywhere who said, yeah, let's play Willy Caballero.
Yes, Caballero!
Sometimes, yeah, cups are kind of made for heroes, aren't they? And yesterday it was incredible. It was sublime to the ridiculous, really. To think Pellegrini's, he gave Caballero his word at the start of the season. All the FA Cup games, all the League Cup games. At Chelsea, he had an absolute shocker the week before. And a week later, he saves 3 penalties and we win the cup.
It's, really annoying. Barry, you've been like a pig in shit this weekend.
What? Because we've
well,
got
there's
some
a
money.
video. I just want to say, there is a
Hang
video
on.
of you dancing around singing the Yaya Toure song.
Do you want background to it or not? It was a retaliation video.
Was it? To
And that's
whom?
all
To
I'm
me?
saying. Not to you, no.
I love it.
So why did he send it to me?
I didn't send it to you at all. That was it.
He was sending it to
Anyway,
Carlo. He was
go on.
sending it to Carlo.
Because Yaya Toure's going to MLS, I just wanted to. I was giving him backing. That's all it was.
Oh, no, fair enough. Go on then. You're not disappointed that Liverpool have lost it?
I'm not. I'll be honest with you. Right, it doesn't really matter. It didn't really. If it was a Champions League final, I might have been a little bit for the natural rivalry, as you would be if it was Everton.
Yeah.
Before I get all the bitter shouts in the comments, that people love. Listen, it makes my life a little bit easier that Liverpool didn't win it, stick-wise, but in terms of am I made up, you didn't win it. It doesn't really matter, it wasn't involving us, was it? So, it's neither here nor... It's not, mate, honestly. If it had been a Champions League final, then yes, I'd have been doing that Colo Toure, then Yaya Toure, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of the amount of abuse. You give me it anyway, you keep pointing to that picture of Carragher holding the European. You know what I got Saturday? One of my mates messaged me about the takeover and I was like, oh yeah, I've got someone. Yeah, but you still haven't got 5 European Cups, have you? Like, I wasn't aware we were in a Liverpool conversation. Listen, I had it all there, mate. It was the Capital One Cup. The only thing I would say is, on Thursday, Simon Mignolet come out and said, we win the cup on Sunday, that's the catalyst for Jurgen Klopp. Just like Mourinho, that'll be the start of the dominance. And I was thinking, it's a bit of a silly comment because they've lost it. So does that mean that Klopp is it over now? It means nothing.
You know what? I can't. There's nothing that annoys me more than footballers whose ability is constantly called into question, coming out and making bold statements before football matches. And they all do it. You always get. It's never the world class players who come out and say things are going to happen. It's always the ones who've got a mistake in them, who are the ones who come out. Joe Cole used to always do it for us.
Coventry's Joe Cole.
Coventry's Joe Cole. Coventry's own. Did you get to see any of it?
I just saw the highlights because obviously, it started straight after our game. So I just saw the highlight. I think that's part of the problem with the League Cup, right? For me, I can't say I was excited either way about the whole thing because I think it's wrong that there's Premier League games on the same day as the League Cup final. Even if you are going to play the Premier League games, play them all on the Saturday. And so for me, I saw the highlights, but it was just like another game to me. It looked like a great game. I listened to it on the radio on my way back to London. It sounded like a great game, but I just feel that it's wrong to clash that. Every Arsenal, Man United, lots and lots of fans were talking about that game, and then you've got a final. That can't be right.
Yeah,
that final should be on a separate day to everything else to give it its full complement as far as
the
I'm
League
concerned.
Cup. It's like it's like Harry Potter under the stairs of cup competition.
Yeah, but I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong with the Premier League. I think it's disrespectful. You got because the two games that were on yesterday, they're big games. It is Spurs playing Swansea, they're going for the league. Us versus Man United, that's always a big game.
Is that like ashes in your mouth? So
It is like ashes in my
thing
mouth,
about
but, you know, it overshadows the league
The
cup.
thing about it is there's 3 domestic tournaments in the season, isn't there? So the 2 cup finals, they done this the other year with the FA Cup final. It was played the same day as Premier League games because they'd moved it. But and you're thinking, leave it alone. Put the League Cup on its own. It's one. And listen,
But the thing is about in this case is that they could have played those games on a Saturday.
but it was Tottenham,
suppose
it
with
was Spurs
Spurs-
because of Europe. But what they really should have done was
Could have played it on the Monday then. They could have played them on the Monday.
Tottenham Monday night. If they were going to play United, Arsenal, United were in it as well, so going to play the both of them. They won't do that, but put all the other games on the Sunday then and keep the Saturday free. Although Liverpool, it's how you juggle it, I suppose.
I know. Don't get me wrong. Having been responsible for doing rotas for pub management in the past, I understand that schedule and a number of different moving parts is a very difficult thing to do.
Why
like,
not
but-
then? Why not noon? I know it would have been a pain in the arse for Arsenal, but noon kickoffs and then the League Cup final like 5:30, so that the games are finished 2 or 3 hours. You've had the chance to like the likes of yourself and United and Spurs. They've had a chance to digest their results, and then they've got a cup final to look forward to a couple of hours later.
I just think it should be
And then it's on.
separate day.
It's how though, Rob, isn't it? It's how
After
you do
our
it.
result, I wasn't even interested in no football, to be honest. Right? You know, it's like you're like I don't want to. But I just think it should be a separate day. If it's a cup final,
Or
that
even
should
the
stand
week later.
alone.
Why not
you know?
next weekend and then put every Premier League game on the Saturday, or if you want the cup final on the Saturday night, put every Premier League game on the Sunday. Just have the week apart. It's just devalue. We've got 3 tournaments to play for in this one.
Yeah,
We've
it
got 2
devalues it to
cups.
me.
Yeah.
Make it a big deal.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's a Mickey Mouse Cup anyway.
I know that Hollywood are interested in making a movie about yesterday's game.
Yeah.
3 Willie. It's going to be yummy. That's the last one. It's not a Mickey Mouse. And if the result had been different, this would have been unbelievable. The start of Klopp, everything.
I know, no, but you're dead right about that. And the worst thing about it is, and we've discussed it, we did some stuff on Redmen today, and the worst thing about it for me was that once we got the equaliser, I was convinced we were winning that because it was so Liverpool to do it in the most
Penalties.
ridiculous
On
fashion
penalties.
ever.
You normally-
penalties.
felt
You normally always win on penalties. don't
Absolutely.
you?
I felt physically ill in the second half of that extra time when you had the chances.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is horrible. This is the worst thing ever. This is so familiar. It's untrue.
Yeah.
I've seen so many of it. And
But it's true that Klopp hasn't won a cup final.
4 on the
for
run.
the last
4 seasons.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
there you go.
According to Sky.
Can
Can I explain the video? I got a text, basically. No, because you've dug me out. I was getting hammered yesterday. What are you doing today, mate? Pictures of Wembley, blah, blah, blah. I got a text in the middle of filming with, we've won another cup on penalties, ha, ha, ha. So I thought Liverpool had won. So obviously when the radio went on, it was 1 back for me, mate. That's the video.
And then your partner in crime decided to make it.
Well, it's not like him to be controversial in any way, shape or form.
No,
Check out Ballsy videos last week,
In fact, I have to apologise for the conduct of Peter Parton last week. He went a little bit above and beyond, which is why we've got Barry in this week. He's basically been
been
the equivalent
simping, Danny.
Well, he's what Michael Oliver was prior to the cup final yesterday. I think he's been booted down. He'll be in the championship.
He's on garden leave for a
few
bit.
weeks. And then when he promises to behave, he might well be back in the hot seat. But like I say, I think it's annoying, but I've got it would be unfair of me to sit here and go, we were robbed or we deserved it, because it shouldn't have gotten to penalties, because you battered us at times in that game and you had the clear-cut opportunities. But as I say, just from that weird Liverpoolness of it all, I'm really gutted, because I couldn't see any other way where we didn't
win a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
There would have been 3 in this tournament as well, wouldn't it? Which I remember just before we finished, we were in here the day after you beat Carlisle on penalties, and I was talking to Chris and he was bemoaning how mad it was. In fact, I think he left because he was interviewing people and it went on. And I said to him, you should win that now, because you were close to going out. And I was thinking yesterday when it went to pens, it's like it's written. That's what you believe, don't you? Go, it's written for us to. I mean, anyone watching, I forgot what it's like to have that feeling, to be honest with you. But you know,
you know, the other thing is always just as weird is how often it seems to happen. This right, that a team that misses their first penalty goes on to win.
Yeah.
You know, it seems to be happening more and more.
Yeah, there were so many shifts in that game though at certain points. I don't know if you've seen it, Sterling's chance was a big miss at 1-0.
yeah.
And I just kept feeling that was going to come back and haunt us. But even at
penalty
penalties,
shot.
because of the record of Liverpool, you know, all my Man United friends had messaged me saying, you know, that's it, you've done it.
done now.
They'll do you on penalties, they always do. And then Fernandinho steps up, slams the post, and you know, you can't really write it at the end of the day. But I didn't, as much as you're saying that sort of we dicked you at certain points in that game, I still felt Liverpool, you know, they showed some character to get back to 1-1, and that's the thing that you've got to, through the ashes of defeat, you've got to get that out and say Klopp's got that in him to get the best out of those players. You know, it's just one of those days.
I think
isn't
that's it. What you're saying there, I think for Liverpool moving forward, it's got to be a catalyst one way or the other.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? It's got to be seen as, what more of that?
Yeah.
We got there and we fucked it up. But you've got that, you know, we've got a taste of that, we want to come
The
back.
thing for me is this wasn't ever the priority. Look, I'm on the outside looking in. Jurgen Klopp's priority has got to be the Europa League. Not going to get fourth. Forget that. That's done. The FA Cup he kind of gave up with the team he put out. You know, he didn't play strongest team at West Ham. Yesterday was a penalty shootout. It's done. The Europa League, Champions League football next year, Liverpool can win it. They're going to be bang up for it against United. Right. Yes, Man United are improving at the right time, they will say. Liverpool, it's the perfect game for Liverpool, that rivalry. Liverpool do big games very well. Then if they beat United, it's the quarters then, isn't it? Anything can happen then, and that's got to be the priority.
It's the Europa League, there might be like 5 more secret rounds.
Well, someone else will come in, bring international teams in just at the last minute. But, everyone just seems to come in, don't they?
Parachute in like with the world all-stars.
Like Dartel United on Pro Evolution Soccer, that you just get randomly and they dick you.
Absolutely. So yeah, there we go. We'll wrap that up there. Thanks very much for for watching this and giving your opinions in the comments, of course. Subscribe to the Bullshit YouTube channel. Check out the rest of this week's Social Club.